Hello again, everybody. We're coming to you live from the Anthony B. Scabelli Gymnasium at the South End Community Center in Springfield for an exciting afternoon of Western Massachusetts Zombies basketball. Today's opponent, the Plaistow Shockers. They met a week ago with Plaistow winning in overtime. So we have a rematch today. It will be Plaistow in gold with black numerals, and they will go with Sam Duradolo, number 1, number 10, Donovan Ford Hayes, number 24, JP Montas, number 2, Justin Nieves, and number 11, Scotty Tavares Taylor. The Zombies will counter with number 2, Marcel Brown, number 5, Malik Petaway, number 5. Number 12, Tylon Smith. Number 20, Jake Ross. And number 21, Tyler DeRocher. Our officials, the man with the ball is Jason Murray. He'll be joined by Darren Kelly and Stephen Wilson. So the stage is set for an afternoon of hoop pyrotechnics, and glad you are with us. So it will be Montas. He will jumping against Petaway, number 5. Malik Petaway. We have heard a lot of good things about him. It was a 114-110 overtime win by Plaistow a week ago. Already a layup opportunity that was missed by Duradola. And now the Zombies go to work. DeRocher, 21, takes a three-pointer. There, rebounded by Ford Hayes, who is from nearby Windsor Locks. The Zombies in a man-to-man defense. And they work it to the baseline, and he stepped on the baseline. So an unforced error for Scotty Tavares Taylor, and Plaistow turns it over. No score, we've only played 40 seconds. McLaughlin, or that's Ross, and he nails it. Jake Ross, and the first hoop of the home season for the Zombies. 2-0, they lead. A trap at midcourt, and Duradola rescues it to Taylor, and Taylor drills a three. That's a two-pointer, 2-2. Now Smith trying to answer. Rattles out. DeRocher might have knocked it out of bounds. It belongs to Western Mass. 2-2, just getting started. Our cameraman, Jacques Warnack, and our executive producer, Mark Warnack. Backdoor by DeRocher, but they were ready for it. Here's Ross spinning. And a collision as a roadblock by JP Montas, and it will send DeRocher to the line. First foul of the game. Tyler DeRocher had 40 in the opener. That was a non-shooting foul. Here's Ross, baseliner. And he was whacked in the act by startled Donovan Ford Hayes, who doesn't believe he did anything. But it will send Ross to the line to shoot 2. 2-2, we're just getting heated up 92 seconds into the game. Here, the Western Mass now in the Eastern Basketball League. They have split their first 2 games. Both of them were on the road. This is a home opener. And it's a 4-2 lead as Ross deposits both free throws. So backcourt pressure applied by the Zombies. Number 2 is Nieves, he loses. Here's Tylon Smith to the trailing Marcel Brown, who scores. And it's 6-2. A turnover converted to points. The press is on again. Trying to beat the press. It's Tavares Taylor, he can't. Marcel Brown lobs it for Ross. And a timeout called by Plaistow. An 8-2 start for the Zombies. So we will take a break. 6 points for Jake Ross. And the Zombies have an 8-2 lead with 10:02 left in the first quarter. So the Zombies return. A great start for Jake Ross, who has 6 of the first 8 Zombie points. And the press, we have seen it last year on many times. The press playing havoc with the offense for the Plaistow Shockers. Scotty Tavares-Taylor has the team's only hoop. And once again, the Zombies get ready to apply the heat. This time they get it over. And the shot is missed, but it looks like a foul on Ross. So that will send Sam Duradola to the foul line, number 24, and that is JP Montas. JP Montas, he is from Lawrence, Massachusetts, a graduate of Appalachian State in 2007. Missed them both, and Ross rebounds. 8-2, the Zombies out in front. Just scratching the surface this afternoon. There's Ross. And he takes a rebound away and scores. 8-point start for Ross. 10-2 Zombies. There's a trap. It's like getting caught in a vice, but the ball is spiked off DeRocher's leg. That was a heads-up play that time for Duradola. Duradola in there with Nieves. Tavares-Taylor. And an air ball. And an easy rebound for the Zombies. That was Petaway who got it, but a turnover. Here is Nieves. Nieves from the foul line. And a cold shooting start for Plaistow. The rebound was also missed by Nieves, and here comes DeRocher. DeRocher unloads. And rebounded by number 1, that is Duradola. And there's a shot by Donovan Hayes, and he was whacked in the act by DeRocher. Second team foul against the Zombies, and it will send Donovan Ford Hayes to the line. And you Zombie fans might remember last year, Donovan Hayes lit it up against the Zombies here in Springfield. Boy, Plaistow 0 for 3 from the foul line. And we'll see if he can do better. And he does. And a third free throw will be coming as he was fouled in the act of shooting a 3-point shot. The rules a little more stable. There is no more a red light after you steal the ball and can get an extra point if you score. More traditional rules here in the Eastern League. DeRocher driving, spinning, and he gets fouled in the act by Tavares-Taylor. And that will send DeRocher to the line for 2, trying to get on the scoreboard. Jake Ross has been the big story in this game so far for the first 3 minutes and 20 seconds. As he has scored 8 points, and that's the first one for Tyler. Tyler, a Bay Stater from Agawam. He very seldom misses, but that one cleaned up by Donovan Ford Hayes. Tavares-Taylor, Nieves wide open. And it takes a kangaroo bounce off the rim and belongs to the Zombies. That reminded me of the bounce that the Paige Becker shot took against South Carolina, but this one didn't go in. Man-to-man defense by the Shockers. Here comes Ross. DeRocher is open, and he has yet to get hot. Offensive rebound and a score. Petaway connects. And the score is 13-4, 9-point lead. And that one spun in by Taylor. 2 field goals for Plaistow, and he has both of them. DeRocher trying to get on track. That's a start. DeRocher with 3 points, 15-5. And now on his way to the hoop, Tavares Taylor couldn't connect. Rebounded by Ross. Ross bounce passes Smith. Here is Ross. Rattled out, rebounded by Smith. DeRocher. Bullseye. Happy landing for Tyler DeRocher, who has 6 points. 18-6. And a steal. That is Petaway coming up with it. You know it's him by the white headband. Here is Tylon Smith. Finds an open Ross. DeRocher cutting to the hoop. Now it is Brown. Comes up empty. And all by his lonesome is Nieves for the breakaway layup. First points of the game for Nieves, and it's 18-8. 10-point lead for the Zombies. Tylon Smith, 3-pointer. As he has yet to find the range. Rebounded by Montas. And a 3-pointer by Tavares Taylor, who is off to a 7-point start, 18-11. Both these teams have explosive offenses. I think every team in the Eastern League has an explosive offense. Turnover, DeRocher loses it to Montas. Back is Petaway. And the layup by Nieves. And now it's a timeout called for by the Zombies. So a lead, which was once as big as 12, has now been chopped to 5. We are midway through the first quarter, with the Zombies leading the Shockers 18-13. And Robbie Jones has come into the game, number 3. So that is the 3rd foul of the quarter. And it will be shooting time for Tavares Taylor. And Tavares Taylor has 8 points, so the technical foul and the make by Tavares Taylor. He has 8 for the Shockers, and Jake Ross has 8 for the Zombies, 6 for DeRocher. And you're looking at Tylon Smith. Also into the game, there's a shot coming up empty. Also into the game is Kai Green-Younger. And Donovan Ford-Hayes misfires, rebounded by Petaway. Petaway doing a nice job on the glass. Ross going to work, and he scores as he burns Zaradola. Ross already in double figures with 10. It's 21-13. Here is Nieves, shovel shot, misfired. Rebound, Zaradola, and he was whacked in the act. I think Petaway got him. Little side swipe action. So for Petaway, that's his first foul of the game. And it will send Zaradola to the foul line. He was a big scorer last week when the Shockers beat the Zombies. Boy, the foul shooting has not been spectacular for the Shockers so far. And he missed them both. Rebounded by Robbie Jones. Score remains 20-14. Jones retreating. going against Duradola. Petaway. Here is Ross. He has had a hot hand. And the ball is knocked away from him and taken by Duradola. 2-on-1 break for the Shockers. Duradola loses. Robbie Jones has it. Ross is open. Can't deliver. Rebounded by Montas. Shockers moving. Nieves shoots over Petaway. Too deep and rebounded by Ross. 4:30 to play in the first quarter, and the Zombies leading by 6, 20-14. Smith, and his first bucket of the game. So Tylon Smith has scored, and it is 22-14. Duradola hooks it to Montas, spills out, rebounded by Petaway. Half-court heave, and a three-pointer. And there is Kai Green-Younger with his first points at the community center. The lead builds to 25-14. And Duradola is fouled on his path to the basket. And that might be the second foul on Petaway. And we'll see if that prompts action from the bench. It looks like McLaughlin is getting ready to go in. And one of the rare foul shots for the Shockers. So McLaughlin has come in. And 2 shots for Duradola. So Marcel Brown came back in. Robbie Jones is out there. McLaughlin is out there. We have a timeout with 3:49 left in the first quarter. Great start for the Zombies, leading the Shockers 25-16. Well, we are streaming live this afternoon from the Springfield Community Center, the Anthony M. Scabelli Gym. And it's been a good start for the Zombies, leading 25-16, 3:49 to play in the first quarter. A lot of lineup changes during the timeout. And the lineup for the Zombies: number 2, Andre Daniel; number 3, Robbie Jones; number 44, McLaughlin; number 4, Mikey Petaway. And Jones has a ball knocked from him. Also out there for the Zombies, number 11, Kai Green-Younger. Jordan Abazali, number 12, on the floor for the Shockers and has the ball. Timed it perfectly, gets it back. What a block! Marcel Brown went into the ozone to block that shot. Now Green-Younger. Green-Younger launches, comes up short, gets his own rebound. And he can't hit. McLaughlin couldn't hold on to it. And here's Tavares Taylor. Also into the game, Dominic Bull, number 3, for the Shockers. Here is Montas working against McLaughlin. Shot it off the wrong foot and missed it. Jones setting up Petaway. Mikey Petaway with a layup. And the lead expands to 27-16. It is an 11-point lead. And a foul is called against Robbie Jones. That is a 15 foul against the Zombies, so it will be a sideline situation. Apparently not. They're in a penalty. And it will be J.P. Montas to go to the line where he is 0 for 2. And his first point of the game, 27-17. Getting ready to come in Andreas Kontopoulos, number 4. He is at the scorer's table. And he'll come in if Montas can make this shot. And he doesn't. So Kontopoulos will have to wait. 27-17. Here's Mikey Petaway. Over Taylor. Doesn't connect. Rebounded by Abazali. Montas. Abazali was covered. Good defense that time by Daniels. Montas against McLaughlin. Shoots over him. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Kai Green-Younger. Jamarikai is his real first name, but he goes by Kai. We're happy that he does. There's McLaughlin. Can't get it done. Donovan Hayes throws it. Well, it was last touched by the Zombies. Now, the long-awaited arrival by Andreas Kontopoulos, number 4. He is 2019 graduate of RPI. Donovan Hayes loses the handle, but there was a reason for that. He was fouled on his way to the hoop. And they call it on Green-Younger. So it'll be a 2-shot opportunity for Hayes, who is 2 out of 3 from the foul line. 1:44 to play in the opening act. And it is good to see the Zombies back in action in Springfield. They haven't had a home game in more than a year. 4 points for Ford Hayes. It's 27-19. Biggest lead has been 12. Daniels, what's he gonna do? Gets it to McLaughlin, and McLaughlin with a shovel shot that's good. First points of the game for Kevin McLaughlin. 29-19. Donovan Ford traveled as he tried to fake out Robbie Johns, but he traveled. The Zombies with Jones. Daniels rattles out and rebounded by Diradola. Or that's Ford Hayes. Ford Hayes layup scores. First bucket of the game for Hayes, who now has 6. And things are getting close, 29-21. 8-point lead for the Zombies. Jones, not enough. Got a second opportunity. And here is Tavares Taylor. Oh, pretty good pass. Here is the layup is missed by Ozebeli. Kontopoulos missed the original shot, and now the Zombies, less than 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Here's a shot, tip in, missed by McLaughlin. As Petaway missed the original shot, 14 seconds. The Shockers can play for the final shot of the quarter. Ford Hayes, layup, fouled in the act. 4.7 seconds to go. And they count the basket. So this is a 3-point possibility for Ford Hayes, who has 8 points in the opening quarter. Coming in, making his first appearance, is Dominique Bull, number 5. So a 3-point play by Hayes. Time running out. Here's Robbie Jones. Got it off in time and scores. Robbie Jones beat the clock in the quarter. Ends on an exclamation point for the Zombies. We have finished one quarter at the Community Center with the Zombies leading the Shockers 31-24. We get ready to start the second quarter. The Zombies will go with Robbie Jones and Mikey Petaway in the backcourt. Green Younger, McLaughlin up front, along with Malik Petaway. So both Petaways into the game at the same time. The Shockers have Bull number 3, Ford Hayes number 10, Kentopidis number 4, number 5 is Bull, and here is Green Younger, missed a shot, but he was fouled on his way to the hoop by Heredia, number 3. We have a pretty good turnout here for the home opener. And Kai Green Younger ready to shoot 2. His 4th point. Jake Ross 10, Tyler DeRocher 6 for the Zombies. And we hope to see DeRocher back shortly. Both free throws for Kai Younger. And it is 33-24. The lead is fluctuated between 10 and 8. Kentopidis. And that shot was missed by Abazali. Kentopoulos and Obazali, they lead the league in syllables. The basket is good, and he was whacked in the act. He got the basket, and he drew the foul on Ford Hayes. Now they're going to that was not in the act of shooting. Cancel the basket, and because the Shockers are not over the limit, it will just be a sideline situation as Nieves comes back in, and getting his first breather of the game is Donovan Ford Hayes, the man from the Locks. From beyond the line, Robbie Jones sets up McLaughlin, but the pass a little too tall as he airmailed it over the head of McLaughlin. Here's that pressure by the Zombies. And Heredia, number 3. There is the shot off the front of the rim by Abazali, ahead of the field, rescuing the pass. It's Petaway. Younger got it for 3. Second three-pointer of the game for Kai Green Younger, who has 8 points. Zombies leading by 12, equaling its biggest lead. 10:50 left in the second quarter. Kentopidis off the glass and in. First hoop of the game for Andreas Kentopidis. Julian Taylor, the coach of the Shockers, and we have had a first half shootout. Green Younger. And he is called for a carry. You don't see that very often, but we just saw it now. Younger has all 5 points for the Zombies in the second quarter. 36-26. And they converge on Nieves, and they call a blocking foul. The Zombies not yet over the limit, so it will be sideline possession. 10:24 left in the second quarter. The Zombies leading by 10. Here is Bull. Dominique Bull, a reverse, not there. Abazali gets a rebound, got it to Heredia. Now Kentopidis. Ross on him. And they call an offensive foul. So a turnover for the Shockers. Just about 2 minutes having elapsed in the second quarter. 36-26. Mikey Petaway. And a foul is called. Almost could have called goaltending on that. Bull picked up the foul. And Mikey Petaway, who has 2 points so far, will be headed to the foul line. 36-26. It has been an action-packed opening 14 minutes. And if Petaway can get this, it will equal the Zombies' biggest lead. The lefty is on target. He has 4 points, and it's 38-26. And here is the heat. The turbulence provided by the Zombies. Heredia beats the press. Kentopodes. And he was sealed off by Ross. The Shockers have to regroup. Heredia streaking to the hoop. And he drew contact on Jones. And the fans, it is a good turnout here, doing some officiating from the bleachers. That was not any act of shooting. Tyler DeRocher comes back in, and Robbie Jones comes out. 9:41 left in the first half. And it will be Dominique Bold to send it in. Nieves. He beat Younger Green, missed a shot, but Bull is there for the deposit. 38-28. Ross working on Bull. There's a shot by Mikey Petaway. Rattles out and rebounded by Bull, who has made a positive difference since entering the game. Kentopodes comes up empty and rebounded by Malik Petaway. Malik number 5, Mikey number 4. And Green Younger number 11 comes up empty. Rebounded by Heredia. You're looking at Nieves. And now here is the shot by Duradola. Not there. Rebounded by Green Younger. He's done a good job on the boards. Ross's three-pointer. No. Bull rebounds. And here is Heredia. A teardropper for Heredia. His first bucket of the game. And it's 38-30. 8:12 to play in the second quarter. DeRocher for 3. And the rebound tracked down by Ross. Finds DeRocher. Nieves is on him. And a turnover. That is Duradola. And he takes it himself and misses. He had Nieves and Heredia with him. He decided to shoot himself. Came up empty. Here's DeRocher for 3. And when DeRocher can get hot, things can get exciting. 41-30. 9 points for DeRocher. There's a trap. And an acrobatic layup missed by Nieves. Here is Ross. And he muscles it in. 12 points, Jake Ross. 43-30, the biggest lead of the game for the Zombies. Heredia got by Green Younger, but missed a shot. And rebounded by Malik Petaway. 13-point lead for the Zombies with 6:52 to play in the first half. DeRocher against Bull. Here's Ross. Little whirling dervish move. Now to DeRocher. Wanted to shoot behind Ross. He spins. Just beats the shot clock. But a rebound by Petaway to DeRocher. Petaway with the rebound. DeRocher with the bucket. 11 points. 45-30. And Duradola gets it up. And a layup. Sam Duradola has 8 points. 45-32. And a carry. Well, we have seen that twice. You usually don't see it at all in a season. (45-32). It is Tavares Taylor, number 11. Her Bull, number 5. Montas is back in, number 24. Number 3 is Heredia. And number 1 is Sam Duradola shooting over Ross. Can't connect and rebounded by DeRocher. DeRocher sticking his nose in to get the rebound. Ross one-on-one with Duradola and an offensive foul. Duradola did a good job that time to draw the charge. The second foul on Ross and third team foul against the Zombies in the second quarter, which has 5:44 to run. Brian Stazidis on the sideline for the Zombies. Julian Taylor, the coach of the Shockers, loose ball. DeRocher. And the three-pointer is missed. And an air ball. There is Montas. Rashad Robinson making his first appearance, number 0. And he usually inserts energy into the lineup. There's a bucket by Taylor in double figures with 10 points. Tavares Taylor, 45-33. Rebounded by Montas. And Heredia going to work. Montas might have pushed off on Robinson, but makes a shot. So Montas, his first hoop of the game, has 3 points. 45-36. A 15-point lead has dwindled down to 9. Tylon Smith is back in, number 12. Sets up Malik Petaway over Montas. Too short. DeRocher rebounds. And now Bull grabs it. DeRocher doing a good job on both the offensive and defensive boards. 4:05 to play in the first half. Bull sets up Montas, going against Ross. Not there. Malik Petaway with the rebound. Here's Ross, crossover. Now to DeRocher. Happy landing. Tyler DeRocher with 14 points. 48-36, the lead is back to double figures. Bull getting past her, turnover. Ross, 3-on-1. The lob, Robinson did a good job getting the ball. And the steal, that is Tavares Taylor. Tavares Taylor getting by Petaway, and the ball goes to Ross. Here's DeRocher, 1-on-1 with Bull. Scores on the layup. 2 more for DeRocher, 50-36. Just over 3 minutes to play in the opening half. And a bump called on DeRocher. Let's go! And I'm sure you heard in the background the cheerleading skills of Rashad Robinson. He came in loud and clear. Josh Warnack, our cameraman, and Mark Warnack, the executive producer of Zombies basketball. Bill Belloc, he is the owner, and the shooter was Heredia. Second hoop for him, 50-38. Petaway, Malik around Montas, and almost looked like a taffy pull there. Montas will pick up the foul. And will it be a shooting foul? It is a 15th foul against the Shockers. And that means Malik Petaway will go to the foul line. He has scored 4 points so far. DeRocher has had the hot hand with 16 points. And that free throw refused to cooperate with Malik Petaway, one of the new additions to the team in 2021. 1 out of 2 free throws. 51-38. They beat the press. And the layup is made by Donovan Bennett. 51-40 is Bennett into the game, number 22. And he stands out with those, what would you call those, orange sneakers? Smith going to work. Sealed off. Here is Petaway. And the shot clock almost running out, but Petaway scores. Malik Petaway. Has 5 points, 53-40. .151 to play in the first half. And the Shockers have fallen on rough times. Tavares Taylor missed a shot. DeRocher another rebound. Bounce pass to Smith. Sealed off by Montas. And here is Heredia. Heredia scooting up court. Bull. And here is Bennett. Too long. And the rebound knocked from Smith. Tavares Taylor has it. A wide open Bull. Bullseye. That three-pointer reduces the Zombie lead to 10, 53-43. Just over a minute to play in the first half. There's the three-point bomb by Robinson. Rebounded emphatically by Bull. And here is Tavares Taylor. Heredia sets up Bull, a floater. Looked like a knuckleball, rebounded by Smith. 48 seconds to go. And boy, Ross's shot was blocked, and he was blocked as Montas was there. So it'll be Tyler Ross, or Jake Ross, excuse me, Jake Ross to the foul line. And Jake Ross from Northampton. Jake Ross, 13 points.
Any of our guys got 2 on the floor right now?
I might have said Tyler Ross, but it's opening day. Jake Ross will shoot again. Good again, 14 points, but he will go out. And he will take the rest of the first half off. Double barrel substitution as Green Younger is back in. Joining Robinson, Smith, Daniels is back in, and Malik Petaway. And here is Heredia. He finds Bennett, collision, defensive blocking foul on Malik Petaway. So they called it a block, and that will send Donovan Bennett to the line. And he gets a friendly bounce. And now it will be McLaughlin to come in, as he will give Miguel Petaway a rest for the final 29.3 seconds. As Coach Brian Stasitis doesn't want Petaway to pick up another foul in the first half. A miss, but a rebound by Tavares Taylor. 55-44, 22 seconds. And a fresh shot clock. But Taylor doesn't need it, he misses. Here is Bennett. Here is Nieves, 3 chances. 4th chance cash, and Montas finally connects. 5 points for him. It's 55-46, 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Boy, and they call the foul with 1.3 seconds left. And it looked like the Zombies would be hard-pressed to get a shot off, and now they get 2 from the foul line, courtesy of Tylon Smith, who has been limited to 2 points in this game, normally one of the leading scorers for the Zombies. Geo Pizzeria, our sponsor of today's game, and our executive producer, Mark Warnack, gives his 4-star rating to Geo's. There's 2 free throws for Smith, and that's the way the first half will end. So we are at halftime at the Springfield Community Center, and our score, the Zombies 57 and the Shockers 46. We start the third quarter with the Western Mass Zombies leading the Plaistow Shockers by the score of 57-46. At halftime, we have Marcel Brown with 2, Robbie Jones with 2, Mikey Pettaway with 4, Malik Pettaway with 5, Kai Green Younger with 8, 3 for Tylon Smith, 14 for Jake Ross, 16 for Tyler DeRocher, and 2 for Kevin McLaughlin. So we start the third quarter. The Zombies will send out Tyler DeRocher, Tylon Smith. They'll make up the backcourt. Jake Ross up front, along with Malik Pettaway and Marcel Brown. So that's the way we start the third quarter. Our officials, Darren Kelly, Jason Murray, and Steven Wilson. And here is Jake. Couldn't get it, gets his own rebound. Double team, finds a way. I don't know how he found an alley, but he did. And he has 16. At the other end, a whistle. The ball was in the hands of Sam Duradola. The foul was called on Ross. 59-46, the Zombies leading. Sideline possession for the Shockers. Here is Montas. Tavares Taylor, number 11, moving to the hoop. A good backdoor play with Sam Duradola connecting. Tylon Smith with his team leading by 11. A bomb by Brown. Swirls out. Rebounded by Montas. Nieves, number 2. Montas, number 24. That is Ford Hayes, number 10. Clean as a whistle as he shot that one from the Zombies hideout, scoring 12 points. It's 59-51. DeRocher left alone. Couldn't make him pay. Rebounded by Ford Hayes. Here is Nieves, number 2. Ford Hayes, can he make 2 in a row? Not that time. Rebounded by Marcel Brown. Long lead pass to DeRocher. 59-51. The Zombies have led by about 8 points or more during the entire game, but a turnover. Here is Nieves, DeRocher defending a 2-on-1, and the layup by Duradola, who now has 8 points. And this is the smallest the Zombie lead has been for a while. 59-53. DeRocher almost lost the handle. And Brown will be hammered by Montas. And Marcel Brown will go to the line. 59-53, our sponsor today, Geo Pizzeria. And we are glad you have decided to tune us in on our online stream. It has been exciting as we expected that it would be. Marcel Brown, a veteran from Springfield. He is listed at 6'3", and I think that's a pretty accurate measurement. Made them both. 61-53, the Zombies The pressure, handled by Diradola. Montas underneath. Reach around, can't score. And Petaway knocks a rebound to DeRocher. Here's Tylon Smith. A collision and an offensive foul. So a turnover on the offensive foul by Tylon Smith. 61-53, the Zombies lead with 9:50 to go in the third quarter. And Diradola couldn't handle the pass. It's knocked out by Montas, but picked up by Jake Ross. DeRocher sets up Smith. And they are going to call a foul on Nieves. Didn't look like he got much, but it is a foul with 9:30 to go in the third quarter. Jake Ross. Now Smith being played by Tavares Taylor. Ross is open, delivers for a three-pointer. Jake Ross has scored 19 points, 64-53. Hayes' pass deflected and taken by Ross. Here is Brown, couldn't handle the pass, and the Zombies cannot take advantage of that opportunity. 64-53, just over 9 minutes to play in quarter number 3. The Eastern Basketball League, the Shockers 2-3 against the Zombies 1-1. A rematch of a thriller last Saturday, won by the Shockers in overtime. There's a three-pointer by Ford Hayes, doesn't get there. Ross cleans it up, shifting gears. Got the basket and he drew the foul. Montas got a piece of him and Ross got a piece of the net. 13-point lead now for the Zombies. It had gone down to as little as 6. And the reason for the resurgence has been Jake Ross scored 7 points in this quarter. Now 8. The only two people to score for the Zombies have been Brown and Ross. Here is Nieves. Tried to get it to Diradola, and DeRocher was in the way. Ross. And Ford Hayes, a long lead pass. Nieves. And a pretty artistic shot by Nieves. Has 6 points. 67-55, and Ford has it. And now it is Tavares Taylor against Smith. Off balance, connects. Tavares Taylor with a dozen points. He's a leading scorer for the Shockers. 67-57. Tylon Smith trying to retaliate and draws a foul. And it's called against Tavares Taylor. So Tylon has been pretty quiet so far in this game with 3 points, but he will go to the line. Now a lineup change. It looks like Kai Green Younger getting ready to check back in. Marcel Brown comes out and Green Younger comes in. You can notice him by those white socks that go all the way to his shorts. 2 free throws by Smith. 69-57, and a travel. And Kai Green Younger agreed with that call. Good job so far by a crew of Darren Kelly, Jason Murray, and Stephen Wilson, the officials assigned to this game. Smith lost his footing, turnover, Nieves. And it is Diradola for a layup. Sam Diradola has 6 points in the quarter, 10 in the game. And a turnover. So a 10-point lead for the Zombies, 69-59 with 7:29 left in the third quarter. Number 4 back into the game. Contopides. And we have a whistle as he got the ball to Diradola. And it will be end zone possession for the Shockers, leading by 10. Here is Robbie Jones checking back into the lineup. So it'll be Green, Younger, Jones, DeRocher, Smith, and Malik Petaway. Diradola. Good shovel pass to Nieves. Nieves a basket, but Diradola the assist. Now here is Petaway as he rampaged his way to the hoop and drew contact. 69-61, the lead is down to 8. And an inbound situation for the Zombies with 6:55 to go in the third quarter. And the Zombies have led for just about the entire game. I think it was tied one time, 2-2. And the Zombies have been in charge ever since. Well, it'll be Petaway shooting. And Malik with 6 points. And he gets a roll on that. 71-61, back to a double-digit lead. Diradola against Petaway. Contopides doesn't get there. Rebounded by Diradola, who fires. And Petaway gets a rebound for the Zombies. Approaching the midway mark of the third quarter. And DeRocher. DeRocher finds driving room and scores. Determination drive by DeRocher, who has 18. 73-61. And Tavares Taylor gets it across. Number 10, Ford Hayes. Almost a steal. Diradola in charge. And he banked it in. Sam Diradola has 4 field goals in this quarter, 12 points in the game. 73-63. Robbie Jones. Eyeball to eyeball. Nieves picks his pocket. And an uncontested layup for Nieves. Justin Nieves has 6 points in the quarter, 10 in the game. Lead is down to 8. Here is Petaway. And he's called for a travel. And Brian Sisitis not happy with that call. So it's a turnover for the Zombies, leading by 8. So the Shockers could creep to within 5 here. It is Contopides and an offensive foul. As he crushed Tyler DeRocher. So Andreas Contopides picked up the charge with 5:27 to play in the third quarter. And here is Smith. Smith on his way to the 10, scores on the layup. Kylon Smith looking to get hot, 75-65. 8 points for Smith. Now Nieves, Justin, Contopides. Now it's Diradola against Petaway. He shoots over him, comes up empty. The ball is volleyballed to Nieves. And it is Ford Hayes on target. Donovan Ford Hayes has 14 points. 75-68, three-point bomb, DeRocher. Not there. So the lead is 7. And a foul out on the perimeter. A lot of fouls here in the third quarter as McLaughlin comes back in for the Zombies. Also Mikey Petaway. Tylon Smith comes out. So we have Mikey Petaway. They get it into Diradola. Can't hit the layup, and Rashad Robinson comes in. The spark plug. Red Bull Robinson. And here is Robbie Jones. Finds McLaughlin fading to the hoop. And the foul on Contapides, who doesn't agree with the call, but it will be 2 shots coming up for Kevin McLaughlin. McLaughlin from Pittsfield, 6'10". The tallest player on the court for the Zombies. And the lead is back up to 8. Now the Evans will depart, and Dominique Bull comes back. And Bull gave the team an energy surge when he came in the second quarter. So it'll be McLaughlin shooting again. Contapides getting the rebound, 76-68 to score. Diradola against McLaughlin, who gets a piece of it. Here's Robbie Jones, long lead pass Robinson out of the ballpark. Jones had a good idea, but overled Rashad Robinson, 76-68. The full court pressure. Contapides, they use their big guy to beat the press. And a three-point bullet swirls out. That was Ford Hayes. Now good play by Heredia to block the ball. Contapides being guarded by McLaughlin. Contapides leaves his feet, or McLaughlin left his feet. A couple of taps don't work. And the Zombies dodge a bullet there with 3:18 to play in the quarter, and the Zombies leading by 8. Petto and Green Younger, his third three-pointer of the game. He has 11, 79-68. Contapides, Diradola, and he muscles in on Robinson to get the field goal. 14 points for Diradola, including 10 in the third quarter. 2:54 to go. So the foul was called. The Zombies will have the ball on the sideline. 2:54. It's been a very physical third quarter. You're looking at Mikey Petaway. 13-footer connects. Mikey has 6. 81-70. The Zombies up by double digits again. Contapides. And once again, that shot whisks out. Contapides not missing by much. A foul on Western Mass. Brian Cisidis having a conversation with Jason Murray, who is the crew chief of this announcing crew, and a foul shooting situation for Sam Diradola. And Diradola has kept his team in the game in the third quarter. He has 15 points. And he keeps on pumping. 81-72. It's a 9-point lead with 2.5 minutes to play in the quarter. Quarter number 3. Robbie Jones against Contapides. Pass a little too low for McLaughlin to handle. And here is Ford Hayes. Donovan Down on the baseline, the Bull to Daradola. Daradola with 14 points in the quarter. And that's the reason the Shockers are within 7. Robbie Jones. Robinson to Pettaway. Mikey Pettaway pulls the trigger and scores. Mikey Pettaway is getting hot. His second hoop in the quarter. 84-74, lead back up to 10. Daradola trying to do something about it. One of his rare misses. Mikey Petty greyhounds his way up court. He got the basket and he drew the foul. Kai Green Younger. And Rashad Robinson has done everything today but bring the pom-poms as he applauds that spectacular, mind-boggling effort by Kai Green Younger. Younger with 14, and he will go to the line to try to polish off the three-point play. Not there, and rebounded by Daradola. 86-74, the Zombies up by 12. The Shockers have to handle the traffic, almost a turnover. Wide open, Dominique Bull bounces off the rim and into the arms of Robbie Jones. Robinson, first hoop of the game for him. 88-74. And that will be Shocker ball. 1:11 to play in the quarter. 14-point lead for the Shockers, deficit for the Shockers. Daradola. He was backing against Pettaway. And they spot a foul against the Shockers with exactly 1 minute to play in the third quarter. 88-74. And the technical is made by Tavares Taylor, who has 13. Oh, it was a 3-second violation, and I guess that was the reason for the free throw. And the shot is missed, but rebounded by Daradola. He does it again. 88-77. As Jordan Abazali is back into the game for the Shockers. Here is Jones being pestered by Heredia. And Jones can't deliver. Rebound by Daradola. Here he comes to Heredia. Pass Jones. Pass McLaughlin to the open Daradola, and McLaughlin blocked it. And here is Mikey Pettaway for the uncontested layup. 11 points for Pettaway. It's 90-77. And the shot at the buzzer is no good. An action-packed third quarter with our score. The Zombies 90 and the Shockers 77. We get ready to start the fourth quarter with the Zombies leading by 14. It has been Jake Ross with 22 points, and he had 8 early in the third quarter before leaving the game. And here is Montas operating against McLaughlin, and the shot is missed by Abozali. And it will be Shocker ball, just scratching the surface of the fourth and final quarter, and a whistle before the ball could be inbounded, and a foul on Mikey Pettaway. So we have played 6 seconds, and we've already had 2 whistles. Sideline possession for Dominique Bull and the Shockers. Plaistow Youngstown won a week ago in overtime, down by 13 today. The pass is deflected. A scrum for the ball. Abazali tried to get it to Travis Taylor, who wasn't ready for it. Here is Heredia to the wide open Bull. Miss it. Missed a rim. And Robbie Jones. A determination drive for Jones. 4 points for him. 92-77. A 15-point lead for the Zombies. Bull trying to respond. Can't do it. Jones rebounding. Little behind the back action. Some Marcus Hayes action, but missed a shot. Rebounded by Bull. And they try to get the ball to Montas, and it will be Shocker ball. 10:59 to play in regulation time. Josh Warnick has been our cameraman and the man in charge of the streaming. The executive producer of Zombies basketball, Mark Warnack. We'll have a timeout. Bill Bellon, the owner of the Zombies, sponsor today, Geo Pizzeria. We'll be back. 92-77, the Zombies in front. So along with Josh Warnack and Mark Warnack, who actually lives in the Zombie hideout, we are ready for the final 10:59 of regulation time. And it's Nieves who found room and scored. Nieves with a dozen points. 92-79. And Green Younger fires a three ball. Fireball for Younger. And he now has 16. 95-81 and a travel. So we see Jake Ross sitting at the end of the bench, and we don't know if he got injured. And maybe that's not why we have not seen him in action for a while. Right now we're seeing Mikey Petaway double team. He beats it with a pass to Jones. Robinson rifles it in. Three-pointer for Rashad Robinson, who has 5 points. 98-79. And a bullseye for Scotty Traveris Taylor, who has 16 points. The Shockers have 82, but they're down by 16. Robbie Jones a little too hefty on that shot. And a whistle on the rebound. And it will mean that the Zombies will have the ball at three-quarters court. 98-62, the biggest lead has been 19, and the layup by Younger Green just missed. And a fight for the rebound between McLaughlin and Bull, and it will be Shocker ball as Donovan Ford Hayes checks back into the game. 9:40 to go. And a whistle. And a foul underneath against the Shockers. And I believe Montez picked up the foul, and he is explaining exactly to the official what he did. And Montas, who is in foul trouble, has to lead with 9:33 to go, and he is not happy. A little Jason Vinatieri action on the sidelines, as he did a pretty good job kicking the water bottle. Now Robinson, who is hot, but not that time. Ford Donovan got the rebound, and I wonder if we have a technical against Montas, and that might be the case. And Montas says, I didn't do anything. So it'll be a technical foul and a shot for Mikey Petaway. He still has 11 points, and it's still 98-82. Unlike college, technical fouls are only one shot. So it's Green Younger, Robbie Jones, Mikey Petaway, Malik Petaway, and Rashad Robinson on the floor for the Zombies. And the Zombies will get the ball following the technical foul. But now a warning has been given to Brian Stazaitis. So a lot happening here, especially offensively for the Zombies, who lead by 16. Ford Hayes misfires. Rebound tapped to Malik, who almost had the rug pulled out from under him. Now it is Robbie Jones. He's pretty good drive to the hoop. We've seen him do that a couple of times in this game. 6 points, 100-82. 18-point advantage for Western Mass. Nieves being pestered by Petaway. He gets by Jones, dropped it off to Duradola. And Sam Duradola with 22 points to lead the Shockers. 184, the score. And Mikey Petaway directing traffic. Robinson from the baseline. It's there. Robinson hasn't taken many shots in this game, but most of them have been golden. 102-84. Here's Neves blocked by Petaway, by Malik Petaway. But getting the rebound and scoring was Nieves. Nieves has had a pretty good game with 14 points. 102-86. And Mikey Petaway misses, and a rebound by Ford Hayes. Here is Duradola against Petaway, and there's contact. So the foul called against Malik Petaway. And visiting the foul line will be Sam Duradola. Remember, he was the leading scorer last week when the Shockers beat the Zombies in overtime, and he has scored 22 in this game. A little too hefty. Green Younger trying to pad his rebounding statistics. And now for the first time, we see Terrence Thompson, number 8, with those orange sneakers. Duradola missed them both, and Petaway rebounds. 102-86 is the score. Now, Jake Ross has not come back in, so we are speculating that he might have got injured in that third quarter. The rebound by Bull. Dominique Bull to Tavares Taylor. Smith on him, and he jarred the ball loose and taken by Malik Petaway. And a timeout has been called for by the Shockers with 7:11 to play in regulation time. There was a guy in Springfield who used to have that number on a race car. 7:11 left, and our score is the Zombies 102 and the Shockers 86. Well, the 7-Eleven that I was referring to, race car driver Bob Pulverieri, Mark Warnack knew who I was talking about. 5-time Riverside Park Speedway champion. So 7-11 to go, and it is a 16-point lead for the Zombies. Terrence Thompson making his first appearance of the game. Malik Petaway shooting over Diridola, no good, but Donovan Ford Hayes with the rebound. Thompson guarding Nieves, no good. Picked up by Nieves, who puts in the layup. And a 16-point outing for him, 102-88. Down to 6:30 to play in the fourth quarter. Here is Green Younger. Green Younger has the hunger. 18 points, 104-88. And a foul on Thompson. Got a piece of Tavares Taylor. Now look who's coming back. Number 20, Jake Ross. And he hasn't played since midway in the third quarter. Robinson goes once again, Mr. Adrenaline. Here is Bull. Spins it in. Dominique Bull with 7 points. 104-90. Tylon Smith. And the shovel shot, and picking up right where he left off is Jake Ross, who has 24 points in not very many minutes. And a little arm bar that time by Malik Petaway as Tavares Taylor goes down. Sam Diridola with 22 points for the Shockers, and Justin Nevis with 16. 5:40 to go, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout. And it is a 30-second timeout. The Zombies are out in front, 106-90. We had a great crowd for the home opener. In fact, we still have it. And they have had a lot to cheer for so far, with the Zombies leading 106-90. Jake Ross with 24, 18 for Kai Green Younger. Tyler DeRocher scored 16 in the first half, 2 in the second half, as 18. And to the line is Scotty Tavares Taylor. That was his 17th point. And he shoots again, good again. 106-92, and the Zombies have led by double figures for most of the second half. Thompson driving, and an offensive foul called against Ross. Zombie turnover, 5:30 to go, 32 to go. The Zombies already have 16 fouls in the fourth quarter. And Diridola, he made the layup, but it will not count. So the foul against number 1. And Thompson in the backcourt. Ross is there, Tylon Smith, Tyler DeRocher, and Thompson, number 8. Smith shooting over Bull and connects. Tylon with 11, 109-92. The shot by Diridola was no good, but I believe Petaway got contact. So it's foul shooting time for Sam Diridola, who has missed 3 in a row from the line. Four for 9 from the foul line in this game. And the percentage goes even lower, 108 to 92. And it will be Ross to trigger the inbounds pass. Jake gets it to Malik. And that shot offline, but gets his own rebound. Now Tylon Smith found a wide open Petaway who gets jackhammered by Contapidis. Contapidis, who stands 6'6", from Sherborne, Massachusetts. And he has sent Malik Petaway to the line. Malik from Waterbury. And a lot of great players come from the Waterbury area over the years. Brian Stasitis coaches in Waterbury. High school basketball. 1 out of 2 free throws drop. It's 109 to 92. 4:30 to play. Diradola is much better shooting layups and foul shots. 24 points. And a timeout. The Zombies out in front of the Shockers. 109 to 94 with 4:32 to play.
Moving to a new home, looking for a reliable moving company. Look no further than our friends at AZ Moving and Storage. With over 35 years of experience, they are the go-to moving company in Western Massachusetts.
We resume with 4:30 to play, and the Zombies out in front by 15. Thompson working against Bull, who got a piece of that shot. And the Zombies will maintain possession. Pretty good block by Dominique Bull against Thompson. Terrence Thompson, number 8, but that's Smith. And Tylon, a little retreat. Contapidis is on him. He goes underneath him, sets up Ross. One of his rare misses. And Ford Hayes to Diradola. And 26 points for Diradola. 109 to 96. The lead is down to 13. Only 3:53 to play. Here's the Rocher finding room but not finding the hoop. And it's Ford Hayes with a rebound. And a 3-point bullet. Jackpot for Donovan Ford Hayes. 17 points for him. And it's 109 to 99, down to a 10-point advantage with 3:30 to play. Things could get interesting. Thompson fires, short on the shot. Hustled by Ross, but it's taken by Contapidis. But he was guilty of a foul. So Contapidis has picked up the foul. So it should be Zombie basketball if the foul was indeed on Contapidis. And it looks like Nieves comes back in and Contapidis will go out. So the Shockers going small with Nieves. Tavares Taylor. Ford Hayes, Bull, and Diradola. That is a coach checking in at the scorer's table. Julian Taylor for the Shockers. So the lead, once as big as 19 points, has been whittled down to 10. And still a lot of ball game left. 3:20 to play. Smith against Nieves, almost lost a handle. There's a flip shot, Diradola got the rebound. Here is Nieves. Diradola, what a block by Petaway. Malik Petaway came from the rafters to block that shot. He's on the other end, setting up Smith. In there, three-pointer. Tylon Smith with 13, and the Zombies are back up by 13. Daradola, who has had a great offensive game, now trying to make a three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Ross. And DeRocher to Tylon Smith with 2:28 left in regulation time. The Zombies up by 13. DeRocher has been quiet in the second half. Here is Ross, three-pointer. 25 points for Ross. 150-99. The lead is swollen, back up to 16. Daradola. He got in close and made him pay. 28 points for him. 115-101. Left open is Ross. Not the guy you want to leave open, and there's a collision under the basket. DeRocher in the middle of that. And I think the foul was called on Nieves. 1:58 left, and the Zombies up by 14, and Tyler DeRocher will be going to the line. Scored 16 of his 18 points in the first half. Well, that one will count. 116. And now, for the first time, Jason Hernandez, number 55, comes in for the Zombies. DeRocher makes 1 out of 2. And a steal by DeRocher. Nieves is back there to stop him. Has Hernandez, who goes into three-point lane and hits it. Hernandez knew exactly where the three-point line was, and it's an 18-point lead, 119-101. His first shot and a bullseye, and a turnover. The heave to DeRocher under between his legs to Hernandez. Well, he made the three-pointer but missed the layup. Here's Nieves. Layup. Nieves with 18 points, including 8 in the third quarter. And we'll have a break in the action, 119-103. And the Zombies have led by 8 points or more for most of the afternoon. We resume play, the final 1:15 to go. That is Thompson. And he is shoplifted by Nieves with the layup. Nieves with 20 points. Half of them in the second half. 119-105. Hernandez knocked off his feet by Nieves. And Hernandez will go to the line to shoot 2. Hernandez made a three-pointer, and now he's going to try to make a couple of foul shots with 56.1 seconds to play in regulation time. Hernandez will shoot again. And he has 4 points, and the Zombies have a 15-point lead, 120-105. Dominique Bull against Thompson. Here is Lojaway, wow. I think it hit the support wire for the Zombies in this game. 7 for Robinson, 4 for Brown. 6 for Robbie Jones. There's Hernandez, air ball. And Bull. Good play by Bennett. 120 to 107, 28 seconds to play. And Thompson will go all the way to the rack. First points of the game to Thompson. And that means that I believe everybody who has played for the Zombies have scored. 122 to 105. Malik Pettaway with 8, Terrence Thompson with 2, Mikey Pettaway with 11. There is Heredia, will go to the line. Kai Green-Younger with 18, 13 for Tylon Smith, 25 for Jake Ross, he is the leading scorer, 19 for Tyler DeRozier, 3 for McLaughlin, and 4 for Hernandez. And the first of 2 for Heredia. Made them both. 122 to 109, and that ball is air-mailed out of bounds. 13.6 seconds remain. And the Zombies will be on their way to improve their record to 2-1. Also getting a little revenge from the overtime loss they suffered last week against the Shockers. 122 to 109. Heredia. As Nieves tried to cut to the hoop, Thompson with the steal behind the back. He got it to Daniels. I don't think he got it off in time, but it doesn't matter. Andrew Daniels, only the only man who didn't score for the Zombies, and the Zombies have done it. An emphatic victory in the home opener. The final score, the Western Mass Zombies 122 and the Plaistow Shockers 109. Jake Ross led the way with 25 points. We'll have post-game reaction coming up next. Hayes doesn't get there. Ross cleans it up. Shifting gears. Got the basket and he drew the foul. McLaughlin. Or that's Ross, and he nails it. Marcel Brown lobs it for Ross. Ross going to work, and he scored. And an acrobatic layup missed by Nieves. Here is Ross. And he muscles it in. Our player of the game tonight, who scored a team-leading 25 points, is Jake Ross. You got 10 in the first quarter to get your team on the way, but I think it was your defense who set the tone for the game. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, we came out in a 2-2-1 because we ended last time when we played Plaistow down at their place in a 2-2-1, and it worked pretty well. So we tried to pressure the ball and get some steals, get some easy layups, and give our team some good momentum early on.
And then in the third quarter, you got hot again with 8 early points. And then we didn't see you for a while, but in not that many minutes, you got a lot of points.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys that can score the ball, and when the ball moves and we get open shots and you hit them, you're going to have a good day. So we got a lot of talent, and we just got to play together.
What was the difference between today's game from the one you played last week, that overtime loss to the Shockers?
I just think we came ready to play. We're not too big for our britches right now. We coming off a loss, we're hungry, and I think we just got to stay playing with a little hunger with us.
If you were hungrier, I guess that's a word, hungrier today than Jake Ross with a game-high 25 points. Brian Stasitis, the architect of the 122 to 109 win over the Shockers today, and I think your defense made the statement early, and that's what got you the momentum today.
Yeah, we played them last week up in New Hampshire and, just struggled to get going a little bit. So, going in, I told them at the beginning, hey, let's try to put some pressure on them early. Let's try to get in our offense a little bit. We have a lot of guys that can really go offensively, and still early in the season where we need to kind of figure out who's the right, combinations to get that going. So early on we just came out in the press and, we were able to go with the first guys. And then even in the third quarter going into the fourth quarter, we had that kind of second group, I guess, that second 5 guys that was really putting pressure on. And, we had a 20-point or 19-point lead at one point. So, that really kept us in, and I said at halftime we want to stay with it and, keep trying to get the easy buckets and stuff like that.
I'm sure you have limited practice time. How do you make your press so effective? Because it certainly was today.
Well, limited practice time is an understatement. Not only is the limited practice time, but also, getting guys to be able to come on, the days we can practice. Last time we weren't in practice, which was 2 weeks ago, I said, hey, let's look at a little something different defensively. We kind of were in a situation where we're sitting in one thing full court, and I said, we got a lot of guards, a lot of athletic guys. Let's try to mix it up a little bit defensively and get to something else in the full court. So.
And I think you have to agree, Brian, one of the keys to the game, the depth that you had. You had contributions from a lot of players. I think every guy on the bench had a little cameo starring role in this game.
Yeah, it's a good problem and a bad problem sometimes. We have 13 guys in uniform today. A lot of our guys have played at high level in basketball, different things. I know you just spoke to Jake. Jake's a big-time player, in his college career. And it's just sometimes it's just getting the guys that are hot and kind of riding with them, And today we had a lot of guys that were able to get going, and it made things difficult, but it made things, fun too, because guys were able to, I didn't really have to worry about who was in the game at certain times, and I knew that we had guys on the court all the time that could get it done. So
when it came time to roll the credits, there's a lot of names out there. So Brian, congratulations, and what's coming up next?
Next week we're down. We take a trip down to Pennsylvania, so that's the thing. One of the things is the travel is always a big question. What guys, families and stuff, and taking 3-4 hour trips sometimes is difficult. So I just hope we can carry on some momentum. Last week we came out a little flat. We were down 23 and we're able to put the game into overtime and then lose in overtime. So I think when we can get guys to really buy in and play together, I think we can do a lot of things. And that's the big thing right now.
So Coach Brian Stasitis, our post-game guest, our final score again. The Zombies 122, the Shockers 109. So long from the Springfield Community Center and the Anthony Scabelli Gym.